What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. I know it's a little bit late for today's video, but I've really been contemplating the direction I wanted to go with today's video, mostly because it's raising a lot of questions. So today there was a trailer released for Majin Vegeta, and I haven't watched it yet. So I guess this is kind of in a way my first reaction video or whatever like that. So let's get into it, because I haven't watched it, but I have heard some backlash that's coming from it, so I do want to cover that. So now I have seen this part. I have seen this part. This is the one that I shared on Twitter, but I hadn't watched the full Vegeta Majin trailer, so we're gonna watch that. So let's check this out here. Okay, so first of all, this is dope, man. I mean, look at the animation in this, man. Like, the animation is just super cool in that. Look at that, dude. That is dope. And this is Vegeta with the shield, which, okay, so you look here, Vegeta is level 87. You can't see it because my face is in the way. Look right there. And this is on PS360 HD's channel, so y'all go subscribe to him. Also, check him out. He does good work. Vegeta's level 87 on this. But what I want to point out is the attacks, okay? Limit Breaker. I'm going to tell y'all what. These are all level 3 attacks, all right? Limit Breaker, Gallic Gun. Okay, Ultimate Consecutive Energy Blast, Super Final Flash, Super Big Bang Attack. Gotta get comfortable here because I don't think y'all understanding what's going on here. Normally it would just be Gallic Gun, Consecutive Energy Blast, Final Flash, and Big Bang, but all of them, if you look at the stars right here, they're all 3 stars. So when you max out the Gallic Gun, it becomes Limit Breaker Gallic Gun. That becomes Ultimate Consecutive Energy Blast. That becomes Super. And if I'm not mistaken, or what I'm speculating, is that this is what gives you like this cutscene right here. Like right here. That is probably the Super Final Flash. That's what gives you that right there. And it looks like his armor's busted out back there. So this is Planet Namek Vegeta. And that's interesting because if this is, see, look at that, man. Super Final Flash. But see, then that's Earth. He's on Earth right there. But that's what I wanted to point out with this part. He's level 87 though. And these enemies he fighting, y'all see that? Level 85. So that is the Super Gallic Gun. Look at the damage numbers on that. Oh my gosh, dude. 354,984 crit. The rest of them are 200-something thousand. And that was the Limit Breaker Gallic Gun. So the animation didn't look different, but I mean, dude, look how big that blast is. Look how much. And this is why they're showing this. This is why they're showing you there's 3 enemies. Used to in Dragon Ball games, I fire 1 ki blast and it'll hit one of those people. What they're showing you is when you get up to the top tier level super attacks, it's big enough to damage all 3 of these guys. Look at that. All 3 of them. Well, actually, this one flew off. There's one right here that flew out of the way. Look how fast. Vegeta is fast, and I'm starting to think it doesn't have anything to do with the level because he's just fast, but it could have something to do with his player level, if so, but still. This is the Super Big Bang attack. Look at that. Let me play it. That's huge. All right, so here we go with the Majin Vegeta trailer. So let's watch it in its entirety. That animation is really nice. Vegeta looks a lot more slim here than he does in the anime, in my opinion. Dude, show me a Dragon Ball game that did that animation better than CC2. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Dude, what? Dude, that looked better than the anime. I'm gonna watch that again. That looked better than it did in the anime. See right there, Vegeta's face looks a lot more. I'm gonna show you where it got real at. Right here. This shot right here is epic because they start the camera from behind him, and it doesn't go to the next scene where it's right in front of him. The camera actually pans around Vegeta. Guys, this is the work that we need in Dragon Ball games because this is immersion at its finest, man. Look at the camera just pans around. Like, dude, that is dope, man. You know how much goes into doing something like that? You can see his gums. Like, man, what? I don't know about y'all, but that is dope. So I am going to let some gameplay roll while I discuss what I want to discuss today. And that is something that people are talking about with this. That trailer is dope. But the issue that people are having is that they feel like CyberConnect 2, they feel like Bandai Namco is showing too much of the game. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it, first of all. This is not ruining my experience. Even though I see this is buying me into the game that much more. Like, okay, because I know that those scenes are going to be in the game. Now, would it be cool to have waited till the game comes out to you to see it in game, not expecting it? Yes, but guess what? It's going to have the same effect that it's having right now. I'm just having it before the game comes out. Here's the thing people fail to realize. When you get to the point in the game where these things are happening, you're going to be so immersed in the game that it's going to feel different seeing it in game after you've played the game than seeing it right here without anything leading up to it. Now, people may ask, why are they doing this? Could be several different reasons why they're doing this. Me personally, guys, I feel like they are not holding any punches back and trying to show you how great a game this is. Okay. The reason being is because they know that people aren't just super excited about this game. Now, there's a ton of us who are, trust me, millions. But there are people that I've even talked about that aren't as excited about this game because they wanted something different. The biggest complaint about this game is, quote unquote, the same old story. So what are you going to do to combat that? You're going to do scenes like this. You're going to throw stuff like this in people's face to show them that, no, this is not the same old story. I mean, what Dragon Ball game have you played that is showing off the animation, the cutscenes in this regard? Show me a game that's doing that. You can't, because it ain't happening. What they're trying to get through some of y'all's thick skulls is that this is not the same old story. It's the same story. It's told in a different way. We've been through this analogy. Now I use with the chicken. Everybody like chicken. Everybody like chicken cooked the same way. If you ate chicken fried all the time, you get tired of fried chicken. I don't mind chicken. I just want chicken barbecue sometimes. I just want it smothered sometimes. Dude, it's the way that the story is being told. Every Dragon Ball game that we have played, while yes, the story has been different, it still changes because in those games, you go basically from boss to boss. There is no story in between. There is no living the game in between. Even in the Budokai games, you don't live the game. Rage and Blast, you don't live the game. Xenoverse, you don't live the game. You don't go to sleep. You don't eat. You don't train. What game in Dragon Ball have you actually got the training that mattered? In these recent games, Xenoverse doesn't even have training. All you're doing is learning the moves. That's all it is. There is no benefit to your character to training. What did they do with this game? They gave you benefit to training. Is the story the same? Yeah. Yeah. But how many of y'all have seen the story told this way? I sure haven't in all my years. You see what I'm saying? So don't look at it like that. People are just, I think people just being nitpicky, man. This is many times as I've seen this scene, as many games as I've played fighting with Majin Vegeta against Big Boo. Never have I felt like this. You see what I'm saying? It almost feels like experiencing the anime all over again, but with a new take. You know how they always do those remasters of stuff? Like right now they're coming back out with all these older shows that we watched growing up. They're doing remasters, like they remastered the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory, some of those older cartoons that we grew up watching, Thundercats and stuff like that. That is like this. I mean, dude, it's like that looks better than it did in the anime. Like, how can you not look at that and say, I want to experience this all over again, but experience it better than it was even on the television? That is the beauty behind CyberConnect 2. If you can't see that, if you can't get behind that, stop paying attention to it. It's that simple. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to stop the game from coming out. I've watched this, 3-4 times already? And it's still not old. When I can't wait to get to this point in the game. Like, how can you be upset about that? And I'm going to tell y'all something else, okay? If they are showing you this much of the game, normally that means that they have so much more that they haven't shown you. You haven't seen the cutscenes for the subquest. You haven't seen the subquest for the most part. There is so much more content in this game that they aren't showing us. Guys, no publisher is going to show you the entire game. Yet, they are doing this. People are asking, why are they showing these cutscenes like this? You're showing the whole game. You showed the whole fight with Cell, blase, blase. Number one, because there's so much more that they're not showing you. Number two, because they saying, look, we gonna let y'all know what this is about. So you know what you're getting yourself into. If you want to know if a game is good or not, and correct me if I'm wrong, if a publisher and a developer is showing you this much of a video game, it's a good chance that that game is pretty dang good. It ain't like some of these publishers, developers that hold back gameplay, because I came from the Madden franchise, and guys, the game came out in August. We didn't get real actual gameplay till the end of July. Okay? If they weren't showing gameplay of this game, people would be complaining. Where's the gameplay? If the game's so good, where's the gameplay? They show gameplay. They showing you cutscenes. You know the DLC that's in the game. I mean, not detail-wise, but you know it's coming. Like, they are telling you, this is the game. And it's going to be even better when it comes out and you actually get to play it and get your hands on it. So, guys, those of y'all that's complaining about them showing all of the game, they're not showing you all of the game. And I guarantee you, when you play the game, you're going to get a different feeling about the game than you sitting here watching this cutscene. Look at this, dude. How can you not get... That ain't spoiling nothing for me. I can't wait to get in the game and experience it. Because I guarantee you, when you immerse yourself into the gameplay, you're going to get a different feeling about that. It's going to feel different. It's going to look different. Well, not look different. It's going to look the same, but it's going to be a lot more awesome. Plus, they don't even show you what happens at the end of that, dude. We know the series. We know this happens. We know it's going to be in the game. And I understand people are saying I still want to be surprised by it. But surprised for what? You know it's in here. Hey, look. Surprise. You knew this was a trailer for Majin Vegeta. You didn't have to click it. Nobody forced you to watch it. I'm going to just watch this one more time. And I'm going to let this roll out. That's just... Keep on doing what you're doing, Bandai and CyberConnect 2. This game is legendary, dog. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.